Hello. Oh,
Hello.
my cord is stuck to my sock. I got stuck. All right. Good evening. Welcome to Go Read Sis. My name is Katie.
And I'm Lexi.
And we are here with you this evening.
This lovely winter
Yes.
night.
It's like 75 degrees in Texas. That's okay. We're in our festive attire. We're ready. We're ready for some Christmas.
I definitely am, for sure.
Right? Are you guys ready for Christmas? Let us know.
The answer better be yes.
It better be, honestly. Anyway, so this episode of Go Read Sis is our Christmas special, which I've been so excited about.
Me too. I've been thinking about this episode all week.
Oh, same. I'm so excited. So I do want to start us off as we do with our scripture of the episode. So something we do in every episode of this podcast is we like to share a little scripture with y'all. Although we're not a Christian podcast by any means, we both do love the Lord, and nothing in our lives would be the way that it is without our relationship with God. So because of that, we thought it was important to include this just quick little segment in every episode, give him the glory for what we're doing here. So with that being said, Christmas time can definitely get super busy and so full of so many material things that I think even as Christians, it can be really easy to forget why we're celebrating Christmas.
Definitely.
So I want to just touch really briefly my spiel. I promise I'll make it quick. Basically, my life has changed because the creator of the universe sent his one and only son to this world as a sacrifice in exchange for my life. And that is why we celebrate Christmas, is the birth of Jesus. And so I am so full of joy because of the gift of God and the
Lexi
personal, and Lexi too, and the personal relationship that we get to have with him. So I'm just going to quickly share a piece of scripture from Romans. It's Romans 15, verse 3, and it says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." And just want to wish that over all of y'all today.
I love it. Such a good choice.
So good.
For this holiday season.
Love.
Such a good choice.
Thank you. All right. Well, not really me. Thank the Lord. Okay, let's jump into some bookish chats. And actually, that is the first thing I want to talk about today, is Bookmas.
Okay.
Have you in any way participated in any part of Bookmas?
Honestly, the first 3 days I was posting on my TikTok stories,
Yeah.
when I was reading, but I was reading The Enchanted River by Rebecca Ross, but it was taking me so long to get through it that it was the same book. So I honestly gave up after day 4.
No.
So not really. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I just wasn't getting through the book fast enough for it to be entertaining.
No, that's so real though.
Yeah. Are you?
Not as a creator, but definitely as a consumer.
Girl, we're not talking about that.
I have watched every single one of Sarah Crowley's Bookmas YouTube videos.
I love that.
They're so cute.
I haven't watched. I
Not
don't
to
watch YouTube that much.
Okay, here's the thing. This is in my story time, so maybe we'll pause on that conversation.
Okay.
But I love Sarah and Destiny and Rachel Catherine. They are my favorite people to watch.
I do watch the Bookmarked podcast. I just haven't watched their personal
Their YouTube channels.
YouTubes, yeah.
Sarah's are so her videos are just so cozy and calming.
I love that.
Not to just push somebody else's video or
It's fine.
whatever.
It's fine. That's what we're up to.
Creators support creators. Anyways, yes, I've been consuming a ton of Bookmas content. I've been watching, literally Sarah has been posting every day. I've been watching every single one. Destiny has also been posting every day. I've been trying to keep up with those, but Destiny, I love, but she has a huge personality, and sometimes Sarah's videos are so chill that I can just Destiny's videos, I feel I have to be so engaged in because she has just big personality.
I love that though.
I do too. I love it,
I
but
hate it though.
But hard to always consume every day. Or I'm yeah.
Is she posting every day too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Destiny's actually doing 12 days of Bookmas, and then she's doing 12 days of Vlogmas immediately after that. This is the thing. I am so scared to ever participate in Bookmas because That is so much content that you have to push out.
I know. I wonder if they start recording in November.
That is, yeah. I think a lot of them do.
They must. There's no way.
Yeah.
Or their full-time jobs.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know at least.
But she's posting 2 videos. You said a Vlogmas and a Bookmas?
So Destiny is posting 12 days of Bookmas for the first 12 days of the month, and then 12 days of Vlogmas for the next 12 days.
I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Right? I know, but I know that
time. Shoot.
I know that her and Sarah are both, like, they both pre-recorded a lot
Yeah.
of their Bookmas videos.
I don't know about you, but, like, I always watch those videos and I'm like, why is your life so cool? Like, I
know.
don't do anything.
I know.
Like, my vlogs would be so boring. Like, 8 hours at work, go take the dog for a walk.
Honestly.
Oh. He's good.
Oh.
We're good.
Don't say keywords.
I know. Sorry.
No trigger words.
Yeah,
for the
my life's
dog.
just not interesting enough for a vlog. Maybe that's just something I'm self-conscious about. Maybe people would be interested or...
Maybe you
Yeah.
should try it one day.
Yeah, I just have it in my head that I have to be doing something cool to vlog my day.
That's fair.
And I don't do
guess.
anything cool.
I feel like a lot of the vlogs that I watch that are like the Bookish people though, it's literally like, oh, they went to Target and then they went to Barnes and then they sat and read for
I
like
love that.
so many hours.
However, because of where I live, all of that
yeah,
is
you
at
can't do
least
that.
35 minutes away.
But you could like
Make it
do
a
reading
weekend.
vlogs.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I definitely could.
Anyway, my next thing that I wanted to talk about that is kind of it's kind of in our current events tab. That's where I put it, but it's like a trend.
Okay.
And so I know that you participated in this trend, which is why I wanted to talk about it.
Wait,
and
I should have read the notes.
It's okay. This is great. We're getting live reactions. That is the silent review trend.
I'm obsessed with them. I think they're so funny. And like some of them are like low-key ASMR.
Uh-huh.
And I am eating it up.
Yes.
And I did participate in it and it was really fun.
Yes. The only thing, I saw one creator post something on YouTube that she was like kind of mad, which is fair because nobody was giving the original person who's been doing silent reviews for like so long. No one's
Yeah.
giving her credit for like the
who it
trend.
is.
I know, and I think a lot of people don't know who it is, and that's why they're not
get
doing
it.
it.
Yeah.
But it did originate with one specific creator. She was like doing it on her whole channel was like silent reviews.
Oh no.
So I think a lot of people just didn't know that it was
Right.
her.
One of her videos must have like popped off and now we're like, let me do this, let me do this.
Yes, yeah. And so then it got around so much with like the people who first saw her video like not giving her credit.
Yeah,
So then it's
now
like
it's
trickled
trickled
down
down. Yeah.
to where
Oh,
like now
man.
no one even knows where it originated. But it's this like I don't know, she's got to be like in her 30s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's like all she does is these like silent reviews, and she has like the cutest facial expressions. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's the one that like started it, and then all of a
not know
sudden
that.
it popped off.
Well, I'm part of the problem.
It's okay.
I
We'll
didn't
forgive
know.
you. You didn't know. You didn't know any better.
No, next time I do one,
Yeah.
I'll do some research.
Yeah.
And
Find that lady on
find the lady.
TikTok.
They're so entertaining.
They're funny. Some of them are kind of annoying though, I'm not gonna lie.
This is my pet peeve with the silent book reviews is when they like pull the book over like
Yeah.
2 times. Okay, but like if you're doing it like 4 or 5 times, like girl, stop.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, you love that book. Move on. Mm-hmm. But that's just me being salty, I guess. It's just a pet peeve. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's okay. That's allowed.
Yeah. Lexi's allowed to have pet peeves.
Okay. Our next segment is our book or author spotlight.
Ooh.
So I'm really excited.
and this is the Christmas edition.
I'm so excited. Okay, yeah. So every episode we're gonna do a segment where we spotlight either a specific book or a specific author. And so for this episode, instead of spotlighting a specific like one book, we wanted to give you guys some recommendations for Christmas books. And I know that by the time this is going out, it's like only a couple days before Christmas. So we did try to pick like pretty quick reads for the most part. So if you're looking for something over the next few days, you're on Christmas break and you want something that's cozy and holiday-y.
Hallmarky.
Hallmark-y. These are just some of our recommendations.
Yes.
So, I'll go ahead and start. I have a couple. My first recommendation for you guys, and if you watched our last episode, I talked a little bit about how I got back into reading with classics, and so you will see me recommending classics pretty frequently out
You're
here.
not going to get that from Lexi, so Katie's going to carry
Yeah,
the classics.
I'm gonna always try to get you guys to read classics because I think they're so worth it. And A Christmas Carol is an amazing classic that if you have not actually read, you should. It's a very quick read, so it will not take long. You should. You should read it.
Probably.
Everyone tell Lexi she needs to read A Christmas Carol because it's lovely. And you can read it in literally a day, like one sitting.
Oh.
It would take you like a couple hours maybe.
Okay.
It's so quick. It's basically a short story, but it's...
A story. Well, a Christmas story.
Yeah, A Christmas Carol.
Carol.
It's like it's like between a short story and a novella.
Okay.
It's quick.
Love it.
So of course it's
Maybe
a
I'll give it
classic.
this holiday season.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
We'll see.
I think you
I'm not
should.
saying no.
Okay. I'm sure everyone's seen some version of this story, either as like a movie, like you've seen the animated movie or the Muppets. You haven't seen the Muppets A Christmas Carol?
No.
Okay,
I don't
here's
know
your-
what this story is even about. Let me be honest with you.
What?
I know.
Lexi.
I don't want to be that person, but I'm that person. I have no idea what the story is about.
Haven't you heard like of Ebenezer Scrooge?
There's a movie called Scrooge or something, isn't there? No, I don't know. I don't know.
I cannot believe you don't know the story of A Christmas Carol. Okay, here's your homework this Christmas.
Homework.
You're gonna read A Christmas Carol and then you're gonna watch one of the adaptations of it.
Okay.
Highly recommend the Muppets one because it's so funny.
Okay.
And cute.
I'll do it.
Anyway, if you don't know the story of A Christmas Carol, I'm sorry for
You're
you.
ignorant to pop culture like Lexi.
I mean, it's not pop culture.
It's not.
It's not pop culture. It's like old.
Okay.
It's okay.
Whatever.
It's okay. Anyway, pick it up if you haven't. My next recommendation is another super easy one to squeeze in right before Christmas or on break. This is specifically if you are an Audible listener. It's only available on Audible. It's like an exclusive because it's actually an Audible original. So the story is called Snow Day and it's by Julie Lipson. And it is a full production. Complete.
I love those.
Yes, it's complete with sound effects. So you feel like you're literally like in the story or even like it's almost more like a radio.
Yes, I listened to A Court of Thorns and Roses like that.
Yes, it's like the graphic audio kind of thing, but it feels like one of those radio
I love it.
show kind of things.
That's so exciting. I think I add it to my Audible list.
You should. It's
Yeah.
really cute. It's very short also. It's like maybe an hour and a half. It's
Oh.
literally the amount of time it
Oh.
would take you to watch a movie.
I can literally probably listen on my way home.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a meet cute, so
I love meet cute.
even better. The two main characters meet on a Christmas train and they get delayed due to a snowstorm and they have to find another way to get to their destinations.
I love stories like that. Like I feel like for a Christmas book, the cheesier, the better.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I want it to be cheesy.
I
I
would
want it to feel Hallmarky.
It was so Hallmarky, but also so cute. I listened to it last year. So I would rate it PG to maybe PG-13. There's no spice. I don't recall any foul language or anything, but it's been about a year since I read it. So there may have been some like minor things, but not enough for me to even remember it. And I usually pay attention to that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely fine if you're like a young reader, listener. It's a really cute story. Highly recommend.
I love.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have one last one. I talked about it in the last episode as well. It's actually my current read. And it's called Through the Snow Globe. And it's just a cute, like, PG-13. It's clean. It's kind of like a time loop trope. The main character relives a very traumatic day and tries to, like, change the outcome of the day. So
Nice.
it's interesting. It's
I don't
cute.
love time loop stories, but
So fair. There's enough in it that changes.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as. I think I've just had bad experience with
That's fair.
books.
That were time loop tropes.
Yeah. But that's okay. I would give it a shot.
I'm like a 50%.
Is it long?
No. It's like 300 pages, I think.
Pretty average.
It's average.
Okay.
I'm 50%, and she's only on like the third or maybe fourth repetition of the day. So it's not even like it's repeating a ton of times either. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give it a shot. If worst comes to worst, I DNF it.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
I think it's cute. But anyway, if you like that trope,
yeah,
you'll like this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love those. All right. I have a couple holiday book recs. I have two of them. I read both of these last year. So I don't remember too much. I do remember neither one of them having spice, and for both of them, if there's language, it's very little. I rated these, I think, PG-13 for both of them. The first one is The Holiday Swap, and that's by Maggie Knox. It's a rom-com. I felt like it read like a Hallmark movie. We follow twins, and one's like a game show host or something, and one is the family baker owner for their family bakery.
Cute.
And something happens. I don't remember what, so I'm sorry, but they have to switch for something. And a storm comes, so they can't go back to their lives, and they have to pretend to be each other for a couple days.
Oh,
and
cute.
It's a double romance, which I love. And yeah, it was just like a really cute Hallmarky, again, super, super cheesy, but a really fun read. And I remember it being pretty quick. And then the other one I have is So This Is Christmas, and that's by Tracy Endrine. And again, no spice, no language. And in this book, we're following Finley. She is from Christmas, Oklahoma. And yeah, oh my gosh, so cute. This is again, really Hallmarky. Like her grandmother is the owner of a Christmas inn in Christmas, Oklahoma. And in the story, Finley, the main character, goes to boarding school. She has a rival at school who she's just going on about how her hometown is like the epitome of Christmas. And when she goes back to holiday break, her life's changed. Her best friend's dating her ex, her parents are getting a divorce, and her rival shows up to Christmas, Oklahoma, and it's not the epitome of Christmas. So she has to make it like the ultimate Christmas
What?
thing. Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's really good. And again, it was quick, which I appreciated. And there's actually a second book in the series that I just found out about, so I might read it this year. I liked it enough to keep reading it.
Keep going.
So yeah.
I love that. That's
those
so
are my Christmas recs.
I love.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be like off the top of your head, so I'm sorry for not preparing you.
Okay.
However, do you have any other recommendations that are just good for like this season, even if they're not like Christmas specific? Like we did a lot of like very holiday specific, but like thinking about just something that is like a vibe.
Hang on, let me see.
In this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have one. I read it a couple months ago, and the only reason I say it's like this, it's not a Christmas book. It's called Omen of Ice. It's by Jess Accardo.
Ooh.
And it's not Christmassy, but it's a fantasy. So there's fae, and one of the fae characters, his magic is ice. So it's very like vibey of the winter time, but it's not Christmas.
I love that.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't know off the top of my head, like I don't remember too much about what it's about, honestly. I read a lot of books like between now and then, but I remember it being good. It's YA, so PG-13. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
That's what I have for you.
Thanks. That's exactly what I was looking for.
There's snow, so it's a winter.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, and I read it in Arizona. It was not the vibe.
Oh no.
But it's cool.
Okay. My story time today. I have somehow been kicked off of Book Talk.
What?
Like, not like shadow banned or anything from like posting, but like there are no Book Talk videos on my For You page anymore.
Huh.
And I'm wondering, and this goes back to kind of what we were talking about earlier, of like, is it because I've been watching so much BookTube that I'm just not, like, I've not been on TikTok as much, and TikTok just went like, oh, reset. You must not like whatever, maybe. And so we're gonna...
What like, side of book or TikTok are you on?
I don't even know. Like, some of it is like, it's so random. It's a lot of like really random stuff. Like, some of it's like, dog stuff or like family stuff.
Okay.
Some of it is
You sent me some food the other day.
yeah, I'm getting like random like food videos.
I love that.
I mean, I do too. I'm not hating it, but also like,
Where are my books?
where are my books? Why am I not
Dang,
on Book
that's
Talk
really
anymore?
sad.
I know, and I don't know how to curate it without just like spending hours on TikTok, and I really don't want to just spend hours on TikTok.
What I would do is I would like find your favorite book talk creators and just like a bunch of their posts in a row.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. And if you're not following them, just start following them.
Yeah.
I have the opposite issue. Like 90% of my videos are book videos.
Really?
I love it though. It gives me so many recs.
That's
And
good.
like it like inspires like my brain juices for content.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've been loving BookTube though. I'm finding myself like not even caring about Book Talk anymore because
I think TikTok's ruined my attention span.
yeah.
Like honestly, it's not like a
No, it's done that for a lot of people.
yeah, I'm so serious. Cuz I'll watch YouTube videos and I'm like, okay, this is just too long.
That's
and I'm like,
so sad.
this is a 10-minute video, Lexi, just sit and watch it. But I'm like, but TikTok I could have watched 12 videos already.
Oh no. That's really bad.
I know. I'm trying to fix it. I've been trying to I've been setting like a limit on TikTok.
That's
so I
good.
only can like scroll for certain times. Just because I'll sit and scroll for so long.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of BookTube, our last thing we're gonna be doing today is an end of year book tag that I snagged from none other than Miss Destiny Sidwell. So we are
Thank you.
really, really highlighting. If you don't watch Sarah and Destiny,
Watch them.
what are you doing?
Watch.
We're not going to do her whole book tag because it's 20 questions long, and that was a lot. So I picked 10.
Okay.
And
I don't know any of these.
I know, I'm
scared.
so excited. Our last one is like a 3-part question,
Oh.
but that's okay. We're going to start with the first one, as you do.
Typically, when you have a list.
This is like 2020, what year is it?
2023.
2023 end of year kind of book tag. So we're looking on our reads from this year.
Okay.
So our first one is, what is your happiest read of the year? It doesn't have to be a happy book, but the one that made you the happiest.
You know, the first book that comes to my mind is Happy Place, but that's just because of the name.
Really?
It's not my actual answer, I don't think. The book that made me the happiest. Okay, I reread the Hunger Games book this year, so I have to go with Hunger Games because that is like my favorite series of all time, and just reading those books gives me so much joy.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I think my happiest read of the year was The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren.
I laughed out loud at that book.
Same.
It was really good.
It was so good. So much fun to read. I loved it.
That was a fun read.
Right? Yeah. Okay, what was your most disappointing read of the year? I'm interested to see where you're going to go with this.
I'm really, really sad to say it was A Curse for True Love.
That's mine too. Yeah.
I think we had such high hopes. The Ballad of Songbirds and... No. I'm so The Ballad of Never After was actually phenomenal. Like, one of the best books I've read this year.
Yeah.
And I hate saying it, but the third book just didn't pull through for me.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. That was also my most disappointing read. And it was because it was so highly anticipated.
It was.
And then it unfortunately
that was one of the first
me.
books in like probably 2 or 3 years where I read the second book and the third one wasn't out, and I was like on my toes waiting for the third one.
Yeah.
And she even pushed back the release.
I know. Yeah. Well, did you hear she like rehashed half the thing?
Yeah, I saw something that like what she wanted to do was like dark and twisty, and her editors were like, it's not your niche.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish they went with it. But it is what it is. It's a fine book. It's just not as good as Ballad.
Yep. What is your underdog book of the year? So, yeah.
I have 2, I think.
Okay.
The first one is Silver in the Bones.
Okay.
It's by Alexandra Bracken, the girl who writes lore. It's just not talked about. It is a phenomenal fantasy. I want to say Welsh retelling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
History Welsh, I think. I want to say Welsh. I could be wrong. It's just, I've never seen it talked about, and it's so, so good. It's the first book in a series. Nothing else is out yet, and it's highly underrated.
Love that.
Yeah. And then my other one would be The Secret Garden. Wait, is that what it's called?
The Secret Garden.
Hang on. No, that's not what it's called. Garden of the Cursed. I think the second book's Secret something.
Oh.
Garden of the Cursed. This is by Katie Rose Poole. I talked about this in our very, very first podcast, like our 5-star reads of the year.
Oh, that we did not publish. So if you're looking for it, you won't find it.
Oh, sorry. I thought we published it. Okay, anyway.
No, we didn't, but that's okay.
Yeah, Garden of the Cursed. It's, again, so underrated. I'd never see it talked about. It's one of my 5-star reads of the year.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yep. What's yours?
My underdog book of the year is called Wild Women in the Blues, and it is a dual POV historical fiction in a way, but also like one of the POVs is historical and the other is modern day. And the historical POV is takes place in a like jazz club in the 1920s. Ooh. And then the modern day is like a film student interviewing the main character from the past POV for like a project, for like his final project. Ooh. And it tells the story of the main character who she grew up kind of in the like jazz scene. She was a dancer and she knew a lot of really famous people in that scene, like Louis Armstrong and one of the like really well-renowned, I cannot remember his name right now, but one of the film producers that the film student in the modern POV is like studying. And she knows this big secret about this film producer that no one else knows. It's been kind of like hidden and tucked away. And so that's like what this film student is trying to unveil and unravel is what happened with this film producer in the 20s, and she's the only one still living. She's like 100 years old. She's the only one still living that knew him. And not only that, but like, this is not a spoiler, but as you go along, there's actually more and more that's revealed about the main character, the woman from the 20s, and her timeline. And you kind of get these crumbs of like what happened between the 20s and like the modern day. And it's very fascinating.
That sounds really interesting, actually.
It really is. If I was going to recommend historical fiction to someone who doesn't read historical fiction, it would be that.
I would read that. It sounds like something I would read.
It gives Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, except actually really well done.
Okay.
Which I'm sorry if you loved Seven Husbands. It wasn't a bad concept, but I did not like the way that it was written.
I didn't get past chapter 3.
That's okay. I read it.
Maybe I'll try it again someday. We'll see.
It kind of reads like a Wattpad.
Oh.
In my opinion. If you loved it, I'm happy for you. Please don't take offense to this. I'm not mad at you for loving it. I'm happy for you.
No, we're not
okay. Moving on. What is your favorite book couple of the year?
Oh, what?
This is such a hard one.
I need like 3 to 5 business days to think of this.
You gotta pick one on the fly.
Oh, I've read so many books this year. You know,
what's the first one that comes to your mind?
Honestly, Xaden and Violet.
Oh, okay.
Xaden is just like the absolute perfect book boyfriend.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
She's toxic.
Yeah.
But I love them together, and I'm really happy, and I'm really scared.
Same. We don't have to get into that.
That's as much as I'm going to say. I'm scared.
Same.
Oh, from Fourth Wing, if anyone doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
What's yours?
You know. You already
I do
know.
Roman Kit. I do know they're really cute. He is actually a pretty fantastic book boyfriend too.
He's amazing.
He's done nothing wrong yet.
Literally. Okay, if you don't
Divine Rivals.
We're talking about Divine Rivals. We're talking about. Oh, why can I not? Yeah.
What's her name?
Iris.
Oh, Iris. Okay, I couldn't think of
like the flower.
Yeah.
Oh,
if he doesn't get an Iris tattoo in book 2,
literally
I'm dead. Do tattoos even exist?
Not us simping over Roman. I can't.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. Roman Kit deserves
He's a king.
The world. That's my book.
And I'm also scared for that.
I am too, but we don't need to talk about that one either because I can't. My little heart can't handle it. Okay,
those are great choices, I think, for both of us.
Yeah, agreed. Your longest book of the year and your shortest book of the year.
A longest. This is hard to go off the top of my head because I don't know. Iron Flame was pretty long.
No, that was not your longest. Your longest and my longest are probably the same.
What is it?
Kingdom of Ash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
My shortest, I think, is Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It was a short story.
Okay.
It was about 34 pages.
Oh.
I read 31 books in January, so I read a lot of short books.
I think my shortest...
Yeah, KOA for sure.
Well, I don't know because I read a few like novella type books.
What the Evidence of the Affair was a short story novella.
Yeah, I read a couple like novella short story-esque. I'm so sorry. It's literally The Nudge.
Why is mine not going off? I have my phone's on.
You did the smart thing. Mine is pinging
I love The Nudge.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Shout out The Nudge. Okay, I don't actually know, but my guess is that it's...
She's looking through Goodreads.
I am. I'm so sorry. I'm scrolling my Goodreads right now. I think Everything My Mother Taught Me is the shortest book I read this year. It was a short story, like, novella.
Yeah, it's hard to, like... Because Goodreads doesn't show you, like, off the bat the page numbers.
No, it doesn't. Oh,
I just gotta
28 pages. So it was a very short story.
Yeah, I think Evidence of Affair or something like that. Oh, yeah. It's 88 pages. That's really not that short.
No,
That's probably not my shortest book then. I don't know.
It's okay.
Oh, I see it. The Bookstore Sisters by Alice Hoffman.
Wait, I read that too.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't love it. It was great. It was
I don't remember. I read that this year too.
Oh, that's too funny.
Crazy.
It's 36 pages.
Yeah.
It was good.
I don't remember anything about it. It's
There's
okay.
something about a boat. There's a boat in it, or a fisherman or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
January's a blur.
Fair. What is a book that you haven't stopped thinking about?
Probably Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
Yeah, I think mine is Iron Flame.
I'm like highly considering a reread. There was just so much to digest.
I think the reason...
I sped read it.
I did too.
I shouldn't have.
That's okay. I think the reason I haven't been able to stop thinking about Iron Flame is because Justin is reading Iron Flame.
True.
So, yeah. Justin's my husband, in case anyone didn't know. And he is
not a reader, but...
He's not a reader. For the first time in his life, he has picked up a book, except it's an audiobook, but it's okay. It's a book. We're counting it. He has listened to Fourth Wing and most of Iron Flame in the last, 3 weeks, maybe, if even. 2 weeks? Yeah. And so we have been talking about Iron Flame a lot.
Love that. That was when I finished before Ryan did, and Ryan's my husband. He was also listening to it. It was all we talked about.
Yeah.
It's just so
about it for days.
Good.
There's just so much to talk about and think about. I think that's why I'm I haven't stopped thinking about it because there's so much to think about.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the cringiest book you read this year?
Oh, I'm so sorry in advance. The whole Throne of Glass series.
Oh, yeah.
That's as much as I'm going to say about it. If you loved it, I'm so happy.
Yeah. Okay, mine was Not the Witch You Wed. by April Asher. It was bad.
Okay.
Don't read it.
Good to know.
Yeah. That's all you really need to know is that it was bad. Okay, what is an unpopular book that you loved?
I don't know. An unpopular book that I loved.
It could be like unpopular or it could be underhyped.
Trying to see. What's a book that I liked that's not super popular? Dang, I don't know. Maybe The Way I Used to Be. It's by Amber Smith.
Okay.
I would say it's probably like PG-16. It's not smutty, doesn't have language. It just deals with a lot of trauma. And I gave it 4 stars. I really, really liked it, but I think it's pretty underrated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough read emotionally, but I really liked it.
Okay. I think mine is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab.
Okay.
Which I know is not like unpopular. Like people who read it really like it, but not a lot of people are reading it.
Gotcha.
It's the first in V.E. Schwab's series.
Yeah.
In the Conjuring.
Yeah, I think they just got all new
Or no,
covers.
Shades
too.
of Magic. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I that's been on my list, like high on my list for a while now.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's necessarily like it's not an unpopular opinion to like the book. It's just that it's
not popular.
not one of those books that everyone is like.
Yeah, I can't think of any
Crazy
books on my
about.
list that like people like talk bad about, and I really liked it. I can't think of it.
Magnolia Parks for me.
People don't like it?
So many people don't like it.
Oh, I'm loving it.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know people didn't like it.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
can
people
think
don't
of the
like
opposite question. Books people really love.
it. Throne of Glass.
That could be a whole another podcast episode, y'all.
I'm so sorry if you guys are Throne of Glass fans. We love you so much. We just didn't love Throne of Glass.
No.
And that's okay.
Yeah, we really didn't love
Okay.
it. But that's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine.
All right. What is a book you read this year for the first time that you already want to reread?
I think I've said it like 3 times. Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
Yeah,
That's my answer for everything.
Literally, mine's Divine Rivals. Like, already wanted to reread.
Like, it's not that I miss the story as much as I want to study.
Okay. Mine is like, I miss the story. I want to be
Okay.
in a typewriter.
I love that. I just randomly get like urges to book study. Like I've done like full deep dive essay book studies on all the Hunger Games books.
I love that.
Just
I think I did that on the first one, but like
fun.
I did it
for
recently.
school. No,
I did-
I'm not in school. I just love it.
Well, no. Like
Oh, I gotcha.
I don't know, 8 years ago I did it
Gotcha.
in high school.
I love like studying books.
I definitely do too. I do it with different books though than you do.
Yeah. Well, I like to study like fantasy books because and I like it when it's a completed series and I've read it all. It's a read because there'll typically be things in book 1 that you're like, oh, this makes so much sense now and whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Okay. This is our last thing that we're going to do.
Okay.
It's technically question 10. So this is our 3-part question.
okay.
So we're talking about our goals, our reflections, and our priorities. So the first part is, what was your 2023 reading goal and did you meet it?
Okay. Let me just preface this. My reading goal was 80 books. I picked that in December and then I decided to do a challenge and I read 31 books in January and I didn't change my reading goal. So my reading goal was 80 and I read 31 books in January. So I did meet it. I'm at 96 books. After today, I'll be 97 because I am finishing Magnolia Parks, whatever it takes tonight. So yeah, I did really well this year, but it's because I didn't account for the challenge I did.
Yeah, that's really good. My reading goal this year was 50 books and I haven't met it yet.
Oh, are you close?
I'm really close. Okay, so it's still December and we're obviously not recording this the day that you're watching this, so we have more time. But I'm at 47. So I literally only have like 3 more books to read.
Basically what I'm hearing is a readathon.
I would love that. Let's do a
Let's do
readathon.
it. I'm so down.
All right, go read sis readathon. I'm down. Okay. Our next thing is, what is your goal for next year?
My reading goal for next year is 100 books.
Ooh.
I'm at 96 this year.
She's ambitious.
I don't know if I'll hit it because I'm not doing 31 books in 1 month again in my life. But that's okay. I'm shooting for the stars, and we'll see what happens.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to keep mine to 50.
Yeah.
Because it feels reasonable without, like, having to, like, speed read everything.
Yeah. We'll have to plan monthly readathons.
That'd be so fun.
I would really like that.
Me too. After your 2023 reading, what are you prioritizing in your 2024 reading?
I think I'm going to prioritize some classics. I don't want to spend my whole year though reading books that I don't find joy in. So I think my actual like goal or what I want is to just read books that make me happy, not read books that TikTok tells me to read. Like, I just don't want to read. Like, I would be so happy if I had no 1-star reads. They all end up being DNFs. Like, why am I reading a book that I'm not enjoying?
Yeah, that's so
Life's
true.
too short.
Life was too short to read the whole Throne of Glass series.
We wasted
8 books.
how much? We did a readathon of Throne of Glass, if you guys didn't know, but like just
Like
between the two of us.
buddy read.
A buddy read, yeah.
Yeah.
When did we start? September?
Yeah.
August,
Whenever
September?
our readathon was.
August.
And
Till
we just finished KOA.
It was just, I'm so sorry. It was a waste of time.
Yeah.
I said it.
You did. I'm sorry too.
I'm not reading books that like I have to force myself to get through just to say I read them anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That stigma's gone for me.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I
Preach.
agree. I also am like, I'm done with trying to keep up with the like TikTok trending books.
And not all TikTok trend books are bad. That's not
Right.
what I'm saying, of course.
Right.
I'm just like Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I tried so hard to read that. It took me like 4 days to read 3 chapters. That's absolutely insane because I just wanted to read it because like everyone loved it. So I was like, well, if everyone loves it, I need to love it.
Yeah.
That's not the move.
Nope, it's not the move. I agree with you on that priority. I think for me too, I really want to hone my taste.
Okay.
Because I know, like, I read a lot of different things, and I love that I read a lot of different things. I think that's a positive.
Absolutely.
But I also would love to just know what I like to pick up and what I want to pick up.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Know that when I pick up a book, I'm gonna like it because I've honed my taste and I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that took me a while to do. It took me like I went through so many subgenres of stuff before I was like, you know what? YA fantasy is the move for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do think I'm still going to be such a mood reader that I'm not will a mood reader, so. Genre jump.
Yeah,
like,
that's valid.
Frequently. But I want to know what in a book I like, even if it's a different genre.
Or what you don't like.
Or what I don't like, so I know what not to pick up.
Yeah, there's like some key things where I'm like, if I'm reading the, what's it called?
Like the blurb on the back? Summary?
There's a specific word for it. I can't think of it.
Summary?
No, that's not it. Anyway, like if I'm reading it and there's like a certain like some key things, I'm like, that's just not going to be for me. And I'm not going to waste the time. I'm not going to give the author a bad review because it's not my thing.
Yes.
And
yeah. I literally had this idea today in the shower.
Literally, I'm driving to her house and she's like, you want to stop somewhere and get a book so we can do a book exchange? I'm like, sure.
So we're doing a book exchange. So we each got each other a surprise book. We went to Walmart and just picked something we thought
didn't have time for Barnes.
No, we did not have time. There was no time for Barnes. This was so last minute.
It was.
So we picked something for the other person. So if you want to grab your stocking.
This might be hard to get the book out.
It might be.
With one hand.
Yeah. Okay, you can go first though.
Okay. Hang on, y'all. Oh, fun! You're gonna laugh.
I'm gonna laugh. Did you give me the same thing? Okay. Okay. All right. Tell everyone.
Is it Check and Me?
Yeah.
Check and Me by Allie Hazelwood. We were just talking the other day about her.
Yeah,
So
we were.
I'm not surprised, but I'm so excited. I've been dying to read one of her books.
This is her debut YA book.
Is this that? Okay, I didn't know this was her
Yes.
debut. Oh, I'm so excited.
It's not her debut. She has written all adult before this. This is her first young adult.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, is it also an Allie Hazelwood book? Oh my gosh, I'm so funny.
We were on the same brain.
We were. Okay, for those of you not watching visually, Lex got me The Love Hypothesis, also by Allie Hazelwood.
Did
you really? That would have been so funny.
We were both saying how we wanted to start reading her, so I was like,
we were talking about Allie Hazelwood like maybe yesterday or the day before, and so when I saw Check and Mate, I was like, yes, Lexi is a YA girly. She's gonna love this.
and I heard that wasn't super spicy.
Wow.
I love us.
I love us
This
so
is
much.
when
That
I
was
say-
so fun.
Even, like, we're married to twins, but we're also twins.
We were just on the same brainwave.
We're twins.
We are. We're twins. That is so funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy too.
I'm so excited for this.
Same.
Tradesies.
Yes! We'll read it and then we'll swap.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. Wow, guys, thank you for sharing in this experience with us. This was wonderful. And thank you so much for watching. If you did, if you liked our content and you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, comment, share with your friends. If you're listening on Spotify, please leave us a wonderful, lovely review. Not a sad one, just a good one.
Just a good one.
Just a good one. And share with your friends. Let them know that you love us because
That you love Go Read Sis.
Yeah, Go Read Sis is so much fun. Come
So much
hang
fun.
out with us.
Yeah. Where we yell in your ear when we get excited.
Yeah. Don't we love that? I think we love that.
I love it.
Anyways, stay tuned, guys, for another Go Read Sis episode next Tuesday. We love you. Bye.
I'm cool.